Hey, what's up players, how you doing? Like I said, got another video for you. This is a review, an action figure review on the Star Wars Black Series Toys R Us exclusive Imperial Hover Tank Pilot. I really like this guy. Just to start off with, really cool figure. There is no Toys R Us there, me, so I didn't think I was going to get this figure, but then with their liquidation and stuff that's happened, oh, yeah, we'll do it like that. Yeah, with the liquidation and stuff, I guess people have been going and getting them. My mate did. He got a couple for his comic book shop, so, you know, if you haven't had any luck picking this figure up, check your local comic book shops and things. It's definitely an option now. Okay. Now then, so the other two figures I reviewed previously before this were part of a different wave. I'm not shooting it in any order. It just so happens that I got this figure and another one, you know, they just fell into place while I was shooting these Black Series reviews. I didn't really have any intention of picking any more Star Wars figures up. This was a gift from my granddad, or my girlfriend Brooke. One of them got me it anyway. I can't remember which one got me which. But there he is, anyway, and we're going to get right into him. So, it's a thing now. Gonna do the packaging thing quick. It's a box. It's got writing on it. It's got a picture. It says Hasbro on it. It doesn't say. Yeah, it does. It says Disney on the back. Yeah, and I'm gonna read the bio for you quick. Imperial combat drivers operate the Empire's arsenal of armoured repulsor vehicles. Combat drivers are lightly armoured, relying instead on the thick skin of their vehicles to protect them in battle. See, if I was this guy, I'd just be like, no, fuck that. I might be a hover tank pilot, but I want the armour the rest of them have. So, instantly, this guy stands out to me in my collection. Not because he has a little bit of a different design. I like all the designs of all the troops, by the way, including, you know, the First Order troops, you know, the Empire troops, the clone troops, just like them all, always have done. Yeah, this guy stands out to me. Like I said, he is an exclusive, so if we look closely, that's not me being a tramp and getting my figures all dirty. That is painted detail on there to make him, you know, look a bit world-weary, like he's been in battle. So he's got all this, if I can, he's got all this muck pretty much all over him. It's not showing up super well on the camera, but there's like some on his helmet, near the mouth guard bit there, all on his chest. You even get it on the arms and stuff, which is awesome. Yeah, on the boots, you can tell on the feet there how dirty they are, but you do get it on those shin guards as well, and they even followed it through and did the back. So, props to them, Hasbro. This is a really nicely detailed figure. So, Hover Tank Pilot only came with the one gun, which, you know, it isn't a problem. This guy spends most of his time inside a hover tank, or some other sort of vehicle, so is not really going to rely on that blaster, unless, you know, he's separated from his vehicle, and then that's pretty cool. So I do feel like, you know, they could have given us a walkie-talkie or something with him, but I'm not too fussed. He's a nicely detailed figure. You can tell the extra money went on the paint detail and stuff. So yeah, just the one gun. I'm not going to look at it too closely because this gun comes with like every trooper you can get. we'll just quickly go through the articulation. So his head is on the same as the others, like there's a hinge on a ball peg, so you can get his head going down that much, and he can look up a fair amount too, which is kind of nice. His arms only go out, oh, well, they actually go out that far, which is better than I thought, because I thought the shoulder guards are getting away, so that's really awesome, how far they go out. It's nice to be surprised, so, you know, so you can good range of motion there, you can make that work for you. Only the single jointed elbow, but, you know, you get 45 degrees out of it, no problem, so I'm fairly happy with that. Then you have the abdominal joint. I think it's just a ball peg connecting the torso to the abdomen, and that's done really well. You get really good range of motion out of this as well, so posing this guy is going to be pretty cool. He kicks forward that far. It does come out slightly. I wasn't looking for my viewfinder, so I hope I got all that on film. But yeah, he kicks out, but it goes off to the side, which isn't the biggest problem in the world, but it looks kind of annoying sometimes. It has a double jointed knee, probably goes in a lot better than that, but that's a really ugly joint, by the way. I'm just going to point that out. That is an ugly joint, but it's there, the double jointed knees, and then he has the awesome ankle pivot, and obviously you can see all the product information is on the bottom of the figure and not on the leg, so that's awesome too. So on to posability. First pose I chose is just this sort of slouched in. That's using all of the ab crunch. I'm not sure it's even called that, but I'm going to call it that. So he's utilised there all of the ab crunch. You know, his head's as far back as it'll go. The ankle pivot's put in place. So he's sort of in a dynamic action pose, ready to break out into a sprint to get back to his vehicle. And he just, once again, I'm going to point out how nice he looks. You know, compared to some of the other Black Series figures. Really just love posing this guy around. Now, I don't have a hover tank, so I can't really demonstrate to you this pose very well, but if you had him in a hover tank, you could pose him like this, just looking down, maybe at his superior officer, or maybe because Hasbro haven't made a hover tank, maybe it's just brooding. Once again, just another action pose. This one wasn't really well thought of. I've literally just put him in this pose while I'm talking to you guys. Sort of just aiming his gun and taking cover. So that's another cool one. This is the hover tank pilot having a little rest, just sat chilling with his leg up. Obviously demonstrating as well, if they did make a vehicle for him, he probably could sit down in it pretty well. And finally, here's him just stood in a relaxed pose next to this Kylo Ren action figure. This is actually the first release, by the way. Just I got two of them, so I cut the fabric off one to see what this would look like, and I really like that. So it's just a, oh, I'm knocking everything over. It's just a light custom, but if you ever wanted to do anything like that, the options there. So I'd give you that. And yeah, thanks. So that's all for today, guys. I'm gonna get a couple more reviews up over the next couple of days. Like and subscribe, all that kind of thing, and I will see you soon.